What's up, Mastermind?
It's orange.
Timer, story. Talk to 7.
What's up, future millionaires, and welcome to our first rendition of the Mastermind Millionaires Red Pool Table Talk.
Yes, sir.
On this show, we're gonna be discussing, different things about business and investing, since that is what we do predominantly, and we're also going to be showing you guys what we do in the community as well. So, who I have here with me is my boy Frank. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Frank, and I'm a member of Mastermind Millionaires, and also co-founder and co-CEO of FD Building LLC.
All right, now we got my boy Mark. Go ahead and introduce yourself,
Marquise
bro.
Robbins, on the finishing touch interior carpentry based out of Atlanta, 150 M3.
All right, Ben.
So it's your boy Ben Tavius Trauma, man, a member of Mastermind Millionaires, also owner of Applying Pressure House Washing Services.
Going on, this is Octavius White, owner of Transformation Landscaping, 1/5 member of M3.
Okay, and of course you got your boy Dre White on all social media platforms, Dre White Vlogs. Go ahead and look up your boy. Yeah, but one half of FD Building. So today we're gonna be talking about group economics, and it's just pretty much gonna be like a panel type talk, open discussion, and you guys can ask questions in the comments, and we'll probably choose about 5 questions to actually answer in the next video. So make sure you guys are commenting and interacting with the video. Also, I don't know where we're dropping this at everywhere yet, but if we're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If we're on Facebook, make sure you like and comment.
Hit that button.
All right.
Wow. Subscribe, my guy.
So going into group economics, I thought the first thing that we need to know is, what is group economics? And I got the actual definition. So while there is no formal definition, group economics can be defined as one group of people who have a common economic interest. That group agrees to actively and consciously pursue that economic interest together to create a sustainable and secure economy for themselves. So when you hear group economics, Mark, what do you think about?
Man, I think about like-minded people. I think about people willing to not even put their self-interest aside, but like put themselves in an environment to where they can do better and they can collaborate with people. Other people can hold them accountable.
Yeah.
And you can look at all those things as reasons to uplift everybody.
Yeah.
Just by putting yourself as a part of a team, and then you could do more with
together,
a group of people, and then still be able to help the community, and like you could do more outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and ultimately, coming together as a group, it I guess it expands who you can be for yourself, because iron sharpens iron,
Yep.
I think group economics too got to do with a lot of people having the same mindset, to kind of like accomplish one goal, or something like that. Just basically collaborating with the same like-minded people, so you can all just come together and just better yourself. To be honest, that's what
I say that we like what we doing right now. We are group economics. M3, how we come together. We all have our own different businesses. We come together as a collective to invest in different projects and be a better what's the word I'm looking for?
entrepreneur or
be
businessman.
All of that.
Basically role models for our community. Be better role models for our community. So we can look at it like that, and we can also look at it as in like a racial perspective, where if our race was to band together and use group economics, we would be able to do more to uplift our community and just be a force to be reckoned with.
It's real.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yes, I mean, what I got from everybody, is that in order to form a group, a group economic group,
everybody have to have, the same goal, the same mindset, So
Yeah.
that tells me that, without one common goal, or without the same mindset, it's impossible, to form a group, a group economics to invest, because if everybody come with their own idea and not willing to put aside, their own idea and collaborate with one joint, idea, then, there's no way to actually move forward, with economics. Even if we look back then to where, when they had Black Wall Street back then wasn't this successful because all those that was involved in forming Black Wall Street had one goal, although they may have had their own personal goals, but they not put their own goals aside, but they came together, and they agreed to work on this one goal for the good of all, the good of everybody.
Yeah.
While still pursuing, their personal goal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even in that light, it's proven, right? It's not openly Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Greenville, South Carolina. I didn't know that Stone Mountain was a thriving. Not Stone Mountain. I'm sorry. What's the lake? Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier was that was a Black community too. Like everywhere people pooled together and use their resources together to uplift each other, it ends up bleeding out into the people around them, and the community and everybody.
I would say that's like one of the only cons of that is that the hatred and and the anger that it brings from us trying to build up ourselves. So every time we get up in a Black community and we we start looking out for ourselves, recirculating that Black dollar, it's like we get so much hatred where they want to destroy it or they want to compromise what we're working so hard to build because they know how powerful we are together. So, the minute we realize how powerful we are together and we see what they already know, the closer we are to being financially free, and that's the goal that we all really searching for.
Opportunities are limitless.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're gonna get into some advantages and disadvantages of group economics. What do y'all think? Like what Tate just said, that like the disadvantages draws negative attention, but what could be some other disadvantages of group economics?
I think one of the you said
Disadvantages?
The disadvantages, yeah.
I say that disadvantage would probably be like if you find everyone's not really pulling a part in the group, then you can't really go as far as you really could go if everybody ain't
You
pulling
only
their own
strong
way.
or weak as man.
Exactly.
So how do you combat that? Like if you feel like someone isn't, doing what they need to be doing to push the group forward?
I said it goes like what you were saying, like iron sharpens iron, so you can't be scared to speak up and acknowledge someone if they're lacking or if they're doing something bad. You can't be scared to speak up on it. Don't just
brush it under the rug.
you can let them go as bad as you want. They gonna derail the train, so you get them in order and get them working in the favor of the group. So
because you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Exactly.
And just to piggyback of what they just said, because it's almost like it's almost like cancer. When it starts with a finger, if there's no cure, once you can get rid of that finger, it helps preserve the rest of the body. So it's like one of the negative could be where you have a member that initially may have been fully involved with the goal, and then as time progress, they may become wavering, and start having different thoughts and stuff like that. Now it's important, when you notice something like that, to
address it right in and don't wait on it to get worse.
Don't wait for it to get worse, because if that, it would be, if I having that problem, like, man, I think Tay is this way, Tay is that way, and when I confront the problem, I go ahead and talk to Mark about it. Now we're planting discord, amongst us,
Yeah. I'm about to aim in the room.
No, go ahead.
I'm about to say then too, like if you are that person, you gotta be like willing to like take criticism, not take everything too personal, because at the end of the day, it's just business.
It's
it's business. We all family, but it's business. At the end of the day, you can't really take nothing personal, because we all knew what the rules and the regs were when you signed up for it in the beginning. So.
And I would say implement a blueprint. Like we have rules and regulations that you have to abide by. You can risk being kicked out of the economic group. So get you some discipline that'll be able to do financial discipline where somebody messes up, they have to pay a fee for something, or or just complete, they get kicked out if they were to do so much.
Yeah.
I was gonna take it away. I ain't in control.
No.
I was gonna take it similar direction, like about communicating just between each other. But I was like, some of the cons was growing pains. Because like once you start off, you all might have this idea of where y'all should go, but once you get, you really don't know how something's gonna work out until you get into it. And then you start like working that, and then you have your your struggles here that you learn from. But like just being able to, like you said, be vocal about it, bring it to the group. Like, we here for a reason, so I'm not gonna try to hide nothing. I already agreed to be a part of this. So if something happened with me and I break that in year 1, 2, like that's gonna linger. Now you get trust within the group. Now it's discord, like you said before. Either way, like it's a lot of things. So you got to work through that stuff and just understand it ain't gonna be perfect. Like, it's gonna take some work.
So I guess to tie to what everybody's saying, like what Frank said, like sometimes you gotta cut off the pinky to save the hand, but ultimately, like, cutting off that pinky is going to make that hand weaker. So like being able to talk to that person, telling them when they're doing bad, and then like Ben said, like being able to receive that information, and not taking it as someone like attacking you, because like ultimately you gotta like remain teachable.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, and you gotta be able, to take constructive criticism, because, like, if you go because as a economic group, we're not only concerned about our investments, our group investment. We're also concerned about your personal investment. So because if your personal investment is not doing good, then ultimately you won't be able to do good in the group, in the group investment. So if you're doing something, that if there's something going on in your business, that you think it's a problem, you bring it to bring it up to the group. We'll try to find a way, solution for it. And where, in areas where you're doing wrong, we'll be able to tell you, we think, the way doing this, we think we do it this way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're not trying to criticize, we're trying to build, we're trying to build you up. Because I
would say, because in a day, it kind of turns to like a support group.
Because something that you may be going through now, somebody else in the group previously, so they can help you, and navigate, through, a current situation.
Right.
So can y'all think of any other disadvantages?
I'm about to say it's not too many.
I
want to say for us personally within our group, like, we haven't had any situation where you feel like any one of us feel like, man, I need to lead a group because this ain't working out. But it might be somebody in that situation, y'all start a group and then it ain't going in the direction that you thought it was when y'all first got together. Like, you can't be afraid to lead that group either. Like, although our group works and it's good, like, it's gonna be situations where you might get in a group and you like,
and doesn't align with your interests.
You have to make sure that you are legally set up so that if that person decides to leave the group, that it doesn't hinder them. So they know that they're sacrificing everything that they have put into the group and everything that the group is doing. So you're no longer going to be a part of that at all. So it's like whatever you brought to the table, you're just sacrificing. So it's like we pay monthly dues, so it's skin in the game. So it ain't nobody just
you want this to work.
Got no choice. I catch myself too. Like, don't be afraid of the long game. Like, it might not be what you thought it was in this season, but 2 seasons now, it's like, dang, like,
and that's one of the things that I was going to say, after you finish, is that a lot of times people complain, because today, we used to that.
The instant gratification,
microwave success. I put in this money every month. I want some money. It's been 6 months. I want some money back. I got money back. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that that everything you're doing based on. Of course, it's based on the vision of your group. But everything you're doing, is long-term investment. So in order to have a good investment, you gotta build your capital. Like for us, it's 5 of us. So every month, we're bringing about $1,000 together, to invest. So basically what we want to do, it'll take us 12 months just to have $12,000, to do a big investment. And because you have a group this large, this small yet this large, when you get in profits, you want to make sure your profit gets substantial.
Yeah.
So you want to get substantial profit, you have a substantial capital to invest. So don't go into it, thinking that you make some money back, right away. See it.
It depends on what level you're starting out from.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we've been kind of bouncing back from disadvantage to advantages. So, but now we're gonna really get into the advantages. And one advantage that I think is like you got access to more information, like what Frank said. Like if I haven't been through something, then more than likely, since the group is full of entrepreneurs, somebody else has been through it or has seen something like it. So I think one advantage for me is the access to information. To have 5 brains discuss one topic.
That's what I would say. The advantage for me is you got this one situation and you got 5 different brains on this situation. So where I might think of this as much of the plan, and somebody else puts in a piece of the plan. Another person puts in a piece of the plan. It's like you have a whole machine behind you. It's like a machine of brains coming together to figure out this one problem. Like one of our recent business ventures where we were is the massdepot.org. We seen in the upwards of $25,000, and that's just everybody's coming together where he has this part of the plan, I have this part of the plan, this person thinks of this part of the idea. We put it all together, and it becomes a machine where it runs itself, and you're able to generate a lot of income where you wouldn't have been able to do that by yourself, because all these other people have these different networks, and we're able to go in so many different directions. So it's like you just creating a machine.
Yeah, right. I know what you said. That was gonna be a thing. I was gonna like the crowdfunding for just to raise money for like a product or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it wasn't for exactly. So with all us being able to pay investment fees, our dues or whatever, it was able to help fund something to help make us, a profitable like the mass. And so I think that's one thing too. Like you able to invest more with a group of people than you would by yourself, or actually start a business. It's like having other business partners as well in the same product. So I think the mass thing was like our very first thing that we really got involved with. It was like, that was like, okay, that was our first thing, because we had been saving up for a while.
That was only a year. A year of us coming together, so we was able to do upwards of $25,000 in the first year.
Just like that.
And mind you, we meet in person once a month, and we talk on the phone once a week as a group. So imagine if our output was more than how much we actually
today to spend more time.
Like the effort that we actually putting into it versus what we making off the investments. Like it becomes a part of your portfolio. Really, like putting yourself with a group of people who willing to do the same thing.
And like the Bible says, one can drop over 1,000, 2 10,000. So if you think about it, one person can drop over 1,000. 2 10,000, that's up to 10 times what one person can do. You know what I'm saying?
That's the 2 people.
That people can do. You can actually do. So so being a group is not it does not only grow you. Grow the group financially, but it grows you financially. And it also helps you achieve your personal goal, faster than you would, with just being you. So it's a lot of growth, it's a lot of advantages in there. And if everything is set up, like it's supposed to, there will be no disadvantages, to be honest with you, because like for us as a group, we have not seen the disadvantage yet, everything we have experienced. It's all advantages.
Being able to give back the way we've given back.
I was about to say that with the way in numbers that you were saying, because think about it with the community events that we've been doing, like the back to school, the homeless giveaway, drive like that. Like if it was just one of us doing it, like we wouldn't be able to reach as many people. The thing like somebody that want to give, somebody want to give, somebody want to give. We all know somebody want to give. That helps give more crowdfunding. Exactly, for the event. So you can reach more people.
And not only that, like you said, now you said something about it. Like me and Dre, when we just started, one of our biggest things was to give back to the community. But we, up to the time that we have formed the group, it's something that we wanted to do, but we never had the time to do it. But through the group, we have done it twice already.
You got the fundraiser.
through the group, I've already done it twice, so that's a vision that we had, that's now being, achieved, through the collectivity of the group,
Exactly.
I ain't that a word.
Yeah, man. Pretty much.
Just one more fact before we get out of here, but we appreciate y'all for watching this far,
Yes,
For
sir.
real.
And one fact is group economics, it enhances satisfaction. So we feel more fulfilled when we see that we participated in positive outcomes. And also enhance self-understanding, which is due in part to the feedback that you can get from being in a group,
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. So anything else before we let them go?
TheMassDepot.org.
Yeah. If there's anything y'all want us to talk about, or y'all got questions about it,
Yeah, make sure you let us know.
Choose your members wisely.
Yes.
Yes.
Choose your members wisely, and don't be afraid, to speak, to speak out, Don't choose your members wisely. Make sure, they are of the same mindset, like you. Make sure that are visionaries, and you have the same goals as far as how much you want to excel, in life. And yeah, go for it, man.
Go for it, man.
Don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to start.
Man, it's been real. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, sir.
Mastermind is out.
Yeah.
What's up, Mastermind?
It's on.
Timer, start.